Oops. All right, so I don't know if you recognize this area here that I'm in. This is actually where I think the last Avata that I had bit the dust before I had to bring it back to a care refresh. But let's get into it here. What I'm gonna do today is I wanna kind of do like a lesson thing. First thing you're gonna notice is that I'm wearing a blue shirt. That's not my usual thing here. I just kind of got out of work. So this spot's actually right down the road from here, and it's a really, really nice day. So I wanted to take the opportunity, and then I guess this will be my Desi's instruction shirt. I'll put on the blue shirt every time I'm making like a little instructional video or something like that. We'll have fun with it. But what we're gonna do today is I wanna teach some basic tricks, how to do a split S with the Avata 2. And you're gonna find out that that one move right there is pretty much like the bread and butter that you're gonna be using for most of your, you know, your moves doing some drone stuff. It's perfect for getting around. It's almost the best move for completely changing your direction, because you kind of just go on and you flip and you come around, and it's kind of like an intimidating move at first because the flipping over process is kind of confusing because your entire, you know, everything changes. And another thing you're gonna have to learn, I'm gonna try to explain it a little good, is your throttle control. Because one of the things on the Avata is that, or any drone, right, is when you go upside down, you don't want your throttle pushing you, so you come back down to the earth. So you're gonna have to get into a habit of, I'll hook up the controller in a second, or hooked up, but I got the sticks in there. So like I was saying, there's one basic concept that you're gonna have to learn to understand when you start flying the drone, especially if you start going inverted, is that you have to learn to drop your throttle as the drone comes over. As you go over, you don't want any throttle going on, because you're just gonna go whoop right into the earth there. So what we're gonna do is a split S basically looks like this. We're gonna be gaining forward momentum as we keep on going forward. We're gonna have to flip and become inverted. Now remember, when we flip and become inverted, what you're gonna wanna do, get this in your head, cut throttle first, then flip. Just so you're not sucking yourself over though. So we're gonna go, cut throttle, flip, reorientate, you're gonna flip back around, and then it's gonna get easy, and we're gonna come back the other direction. I know it sounds pretty complicated at first. Let me just try to give another explanation here. Get all the dramatics going here. Let me get these glasses off my head. They're about to fall. Boop. So now we're gonna go up high first before we start doing this. I'm gonna bring it in low just to see what you could do there. But so we're gonna be going. We're gonna get our forward momentum. Cut throttle, flip. You're still gonna be moving forward. This is gonna be the most disorientating part right here. But then you're gonna pull back on your stick, which is gonna cause the Avata to do this. Then everything's gonna become normal, but you're gonna have to remember to bring your throttle up to balance yourself out so you don't smash into the ground. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna hook up the stick cam just so you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna start off slow and just try to do it as best as I can here so you guys can see what's going on. But all right, let me get this thing together here. All right, I think we're good to go. Whew, it's warm. I'm gonna try to stand in the shade, but I don't wanna get myself cut off because I'm in a tunnel here. So I got the drone over there. We're gonna power it up and put that down so you can see the sticks. Let's do that. Let me wipe some stuff off. I got sweat building up on this thing. Yeah, that's better. All right, camera's on. Get the motors going. So we're gonna go zoom into the other end of this thing, and then we're just gonna get some altitude. I got a pebble under my foot. We gotta get some altitude, and then we're gonna do some split S's up high, and then we're gonna try to do some drop-ins into this thing here. Let's track out a little bit. All right, we'll get some altitude. We're gonna take a run down this thing before we're done too, like all the way to the other end. So we're gonna get some altitude, hold the sticks, throttle cut, roll over, pulling back up as I am giving throttle. And that's it. You're just gonna have to learn that control of evening out the throttle as you're coming up, because you don't want to slam into the ground. So let's go zipping back out here. Same thing. All right, we're gonna get some altitude. We're gonna do some high ones, and then we're gonna start trying to just get creative with this. The same thing, throttle's all the way up, throttle's down, we're rolling over. Now I'm pulling back on the stick as I'm giving it more throttle. That's it. So let's go back out the other direction. We're gonna do a couple more, and then we're just gonna try to run back and forth with this thing and have some fun with it. Okay, so we're gonna build up some speed here, some forward momentum. I'm at top speed. We're gonna get a little altitude here. Throttle cut, I'm rolling over. Just falling right now. Now I'm pulling up, no throttle. Throttle's coming back up because I almost got those trees, but. So hopefully you're understanding the concept of what's going on there. Like the thing I was talking about, how you gotta make sure your throttle's cut when you become inverted or you're gonna get yourself in a big problem. Wow, I have so much fun with the train tracks though. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna start doing it a little bit closer here. Ready? Could have been a little smoother, but you see the concept there. You could use that to immediately change your direction, instantly. Let's see if we could get creative with this one here. There's that low branch there. Flip, bring it up. And that's it. You got to learn your throttle control, then you can just keep on tightening it up more and more. But that's it. That's the basic concept of the entire thing. So I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to end this thing with a full-on run down these train tracks, because that's really kind of got my interest here. So let's go up. We're going to get a little altitude on this one. We'll do one last one here. Ready? Throttle's cut, we're rolling over, we're free falling. I'm pulling back on the stick, now I'm giving throttle. And that's it. All right, fun time, let's go bombing down this thing here. See how far we can get. I'm actually facing the other direction. Man. I think it's the end of the line. Get some altitude. Gonna do another one, 400 feet, turn over. We're just falling. Coming back in, let's drop into it. Almost lost my signal there because I went behind the bridge. That got scary as hell. All right, we're gonna come running back down this thing here. All right, let's bring her in. That was pretty good. Whew. Turn the camera up. Oh man, I gotta back up a couple more inches though. I'm getting roasted here. Woo! All right, let's put this down. That's it, turn that camera off. Boop. Oh man, I'm sweating, dude. Look at this. especially with these goggles on. I had some sweat beads like dripping down my face on that one. I'm standing right in the sun. But all right, I hope that clears it up for like some people out there, especially some beginners getting into it, because it's an intimidating trick at first, but once you get used to it, it's a really, really useful tool. It'll really help you out in your FPV trying to navigate some areas. So once you get that mastered, the ability to turn around on a dime and come back, it'll definitely, I think it will help you out in your little FPV game. So that's it. I'm going to wrap it up for this one. I'm going to go home and put this stuff together. See you guys.